Hey everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I have a lovely head cold courtesy of my two sweet little children. We're moving in 3 weeks, have not started packing, but today's video is an effort to continue the purge of basically things that I don't want to pack and take with me to our new home that we have been remodeling over the last couple of months, which I've been sharing over on my private Instagram stories, which is available to all of my patrons. I did recently simplify my Patreon membership structure. It's much more simplified. So if you haven't had a chance to go and check that out, you can go take a look. It's just one simplified tier. We also have a skid steer coming down the road. I don't know if you can hear that, to a gravel pit that's kitty corner from our rental home here. We've been living in construction for the last 9 months. The most recent content that I did over there was a podcast episode on how I stock my seasonal medicine cabinet and approach the flu and cold season fear-free. And then I did a shop with me at Costco. Never thought I would be here 5 years ago doing a Costco haul, but you know, a girl gets married and has 2 kids and life changes a little bit. So that was a really fun video to film and put together. So I hope you'll consider going to check that out. Plus all of the archived work that I've done over there over the last 6 years. Now on to today's video, Much Ado About Nothing, AKA a disappointing products video. So let's get started. Now the first thing is going to really be the central topic of probably a follow-on video to this, which I'm hoping to film before we move. Biggest disappointing product has been this product Hairprint. Back in January, I did a video on Patreon, which you could go see, which was basically a vlog of my first time trying this product. This product posits itself as an alternative to hair dye and says that it is a hair repigmenting product. They're based in Sausalito, California. They've been around, I don't know, maybe 10 years, because I've talked to people who have been using this product for 7-8 years. Okay, I have been on a major damaged hair breakage journey. If you can tell, my hair is quite a bit shorter than it normally is. I recently had probably 4 or 5 inches chopped off of it. My hair was so damaged that it just was literally snapping off. I have never dealt with hair breakage in my life, and my hair just looked so horrible. It took quite a long time for me to recognize it and piece together that my hair was even damaged. I have been using this product every 1.5 to 2 months over the last 10 months. It's sort of, I guess, unfair for me to completely blame this product for my hair troubles. I did have my second baby 2 years ago, so there's probably also some residual postpartum issues, but regardless, I do think this is a problematic and somewhat risky product to try, because there are people that have long-standing really good results and success with it. It doesn't damage their hair. And then you have the other probably 40 to 50% of people that use this product that have my experience, where their hair gets very damaged from using it, and it takes a long time and a lot of effort to rehabilitate the hair. This company also really does gaslight people who come forward and say that they had damaged hair because of it. Now, with any hair product, you pick up a dye at Rite Aid or Walgreens, or you step into a salon and do any kind of treatment, obviously you run the risk of your hair being damaged. I mean, hair is fragile. Some people have more fragile hair than others. I have had my own share of stressors about my hair, which I have shared before. But basically the long story short is try something like this at your own risk. Maybe try and recognize the signs of damage sooner than I did, and or mitigate the damage with treatments in between using this. Go on to the different message boards, like there's whole threads on the Better Business Bureau and Makeup Alley, which no longer does makeup swaps, but they do have a bunch of product reviews. Just go read about people's different experiences with this so you can at least be aware and try and mitigate any damage that's happening. So more to come on my hair breakage journey, basically what I have been doing supplement wise and, you know, topical or styling product wise, treatment wise, to try and get my hair back to a healthy state where I can grow it out, because basically some of this hair along the back of my neck is just refusing to grow past a certain point. Like it was a full probably 3 inches shorter than this hair here on top. So it's been a big stress, and I hate this product and I will never use it again. And I actually personally feel that it's one of those instances where I got a little bit not duped, because I obviously did it of my own volition and it does work. I did the Hair Print Plus as well, which is an extra repigmenting step. And I was using baking soda, just like very alkaline products. I did also want to kind of run through the mud these other hair print products to maybe save you the money if you think you want to try any of them. I decided to try the Amla shampoo and conditioner. You can see how much of that I use. There's probably up to there. I mean, barely works, leaves your hair kind of a weird unscented scent. I don't know, it just is like tough to use, but I guess it is very gentle. This is absolutely horrible. Under no circumstances would I ever recommend their conditioner products. It's like you can see in there, it's completely liquid, it separates, it's gloopy, comes out like mud, and then there's like a liquid that remains. I mean, complete throwaway garbage product. And then I'm also gonna get rid of these that I had purchased, the African Shea Butter and the Jasmine Silk Hair Mask. I bought these to try and protect my hair while I was using this hair print product. And I don't want anything to do with any of it anymore. Like, I'm done. Okay, moving along. This is sort of the only non-beauty product to talk about here. Curious how many people have heard of this product, LifeWave patches. These are the X39. I learned about these earlier in the year, maybe in the springtime, from Empowered Sustenance. Her name, I believe, is Lauren Gearstein. So you get a little packet of patches like this, 32 a patch, and I think this is $100. It's a type of phototherapy, so you put these patches either right below the navel or on the back of your neck. You can put them other places as well. There's like an adhesive, and then you can sort of see, I'm not gonna use these. They did nothing for me, is the short of it. So this part basically redirects light frequencies back into your body and is supposed to assist in the endogenous production of hormones which regulate mineral status. They're supposed to help you regulate your copper levels and other mineral levels and help with mitochondrial health, you know, all of those types of buzzy sorts of words. So people have really good things to say about these as far as how they help chronic pain or hormonal conditions. I just have to be an empiricist and say that these, after 2 months of using them, did zero for me. Noticed zero change in anything, like no changes in energy, no changes in mental acuity, no changes in sleep, no changes in anything. Now, to be fair, I don't really struggle with any kind of chronic pain or conditions that you would be able to have a more measured, categorical before and after, you know, type of analysis. But that said, I would have expected like something to be different, and in that case, for me, it's just a waste. The company says that you are supposed to use the patches for 6 months to see what they can do. That's $600. And I believe you should see something sooner than that, I guess. And I have, in this time, this is sort of one of the last things I tried before I made this leap to really starting to believe that, you know, most of this stuff is sort of a racket. Now, that's not really a blanket statement, because I do think that there are certain modalities and devices that are helpful. PEMF, red light, sauna. It's also a multi-level marketing company, which I absolutely deplore. I've been diving into the Saint Beauty world, S-E-I-N-T, because of their demi makeup technique. So I've been watching and observing how that multi-level marketing company operates. I've seen people start to push this Oliveda organic olive oil skincare MLM company. They are just so pernicious, these types of companies, and no offense to anyone watching them who makes money from these companies. I just have a real distaste for them and this business model, and I don't like it at all, and I don't want to shop from these sorts of companies. Waste of $200. All right, the next 2 products are probably going to be maybe my most oh, I don't have the other one here, shoot. Well, anyway, it's these 2 Maya Chia hair products, the Powerful Advanced Multi-Correctional Scalp and Hair Treatment, and then I do also have to include Main Agent, but it's up in my bathroom and I did not remember to grab it. This I tried, I don't know, maybe last year. I guess I didn't even really lose that much hair postpartum second time around. I lost more the first time around. But that's not even necessarily something that needs to be corrected. Postpartum hair shedding is a very normal part of the whole postpartum experience and process. and I've just never noticed it to be an issue. I don't know, hair loss and hair shedding and hair thinning is not really an issue that I have ever had, so I don't think that this was even a product that I should have bothered with, to be honest. But the main agent would have been a little bit more targeted for someone like me who's dealing with like very dry, brittle, damaged hair for reasons I just explained and potentially others. The main agent, I feel like I really gave a good shot to, I mean, I guess with hair that was as damaged as mine before I chopped it off, there's just no salvaging. It's gonna snap no matter what you do to it. Maybe to truly test that product, I should use it now, but I've picked up some other treatment and styling products from my salon, 2 brands, an Australian brand, Shibui, and an Italian brand, OA. So I'm using products from those 2 lines, and I'll get into it more in the hair breakage journey video. Main agent from Maya Chia did nothing. I troubleshooted how I was using it. I used it with heat, which like blow drying it in, which I do think is helpful if you're trying to repair breakage. It's a little counterintuitive because you think, oh, heat is damaging to the hair. In my instance, it's actually been helping because it helps to seal the cuticle and smooth it down so it's less wide open and less prone to breakage. However, I still felt like my hair was snapping off at the exact same rate using the main agent. Maybe now with all of that dead hair gone, but I don't know, I just don't want to use it. I don't like these products at all. I know they've been a savior for some people. Hopefully I hear from some of you in the comments who also were like, yeah, they did absolutely nothing for me. Okay, next is unfortunately a falling away from a brand I like formerly really used to like. Where is this other product? Honua. I don't know what happened, but I pretty much like can't use this brand anymore. So after using the Hawaiian Beauty water for years, discovered them through Beauty Heroes, started having like a burning sensation after using this. The product was not overly old or anything. I just developed like a sensitivity to it, and I'm really not sure why, but I can't use it anymore. So I have to say that that's kind of disappointing. I guess not really a fault of the product per se, although I don't know, to me, like the quality of this brand has declined a bit over the years, and it's tough for me to say that because I know it's a small business and I'm sure they're doing the best that they can. They've also updated a lot of their formulas and put in what I think are extraneous and unnecessary ingredients. I got this as a freebie in a Beauty Heroes order this year, the Malu Protecting Day Cream. Smells terrible, at least to me, and to the point where like I really couldn't use it because of the way that it smelled. Like super heady floral perfumey jasmine. Very sadly, very disappointed in those, and that I can no longer really use that brand. Okay, next is a skincare product from a brand I love and continue to love, but this product was just a big miss for me. If I can find it in here. The Ingredients Facial Oil Complex. I love this brand. I have repeatedly repurchased so many things from them. This was like, couldn't even get through the bottle, even as body care. The consistency I did not like at all, way too thin. The scent was like okay. It also went off relatively quickly, which is, I think, not a good sign. I would definitely not recommend. Like, one of like the worst face oils I've maybe ever used. Inner Sense True Enlightenment Scalp Scrub. Have to say, I'm really not into this brand at all these years later. I gave this a good try. It is so strongly scented. I mean, the scent should be a tip off that it's going to basically make your scalp burn. It's possible I used too much, but it has like a ton of, I mean, it has to have a ton of peppermint essential oil in it. You use this on your scalp and your scalp will be tingling for hours after. That is not a sensation that I would like to experience for hours after I have used a product. I'm currently trying the OA Micro Stimulating Shampoo, which I think is more the experience that you should have from a stimulating, invigorating type of hair product, treatment product or shampoo. You can tell there's a bit of a tingle with that shampoo, but it's pretty fleeting. Definitely you're not feeling any sort of lingering effect from peppermint or any other sort of menthol-y stimulating type of ingredient. This, no good. I do have a mascara, and then I could potentially also include this one. not really an eco product, but I tried the Hourglass Caution Extreme Effects. It's like the volumizing Hourglass mascara, and this was just not very good at all. I did not find it to be all that volumizing. The packaging is cumbersome. I don't know. I like Hourglass quite a bit, actually, as a middle of the road type of brand. Obviously, they're not in the eco space, but they're a little bit more conscious and mindful than, you know, a lot of what we see in mainstream beauty. So total waste, honestly, to try that. And then this is like not really disappointing, but it certainly is not worth the price tag of $60. This is the Living Libations Raven mascara. I got this on sale from Beauty Habit, which could also be just, you know, writ large, a company that I am not really interested in shopping at anymore. They've been around for so long and I've shopped from them for so many years. I remember placing my inaugural In Fiore order through Beauty Habit. I don't know, I just have increasingly found that when I order from them, things are not packaged well, products are not that fresh, but I do have like some good gems that like more like, I have a really nice Paul and Joe flip mirror from them that I like a lot, that kind of thing, but less like beauty products. So I'm kind of done ordering from Beauty Habit, to be honest. But I did get this in a makeup sale they were having. It's not by any means abjectly awful, but I mean, I don't even know if you can see that. There's like a ton of product clumping on the wand. It has to be always wiped off. It does a decent job. I mean, it's certainly far from the worst mascara I've ever used, but $60, make it make sense. Why on earth would this be $60? So on that note alone, pass. 2 products from this terrible nail polish line, 10 over 10. Who I feel like I used to really like, and I don't know, again, product quality really can just decline over time if brands start to do ingredient substitutions or where they manufacture the products changes. There's so many reasons why the quality control can just decline, but this is definitely a brand that I feel has gone downhill, and I've been using their nail polishes for 5-7 years probably. This is truly horrible. The 10 over 10 Rose Soak Nail Polish Remover. I mean, it barely works on their own nail polish unless you really want to be sitting there taking forever to get it off. Waste of time. I got the Cure Bazaar Bamboo Silica Nail Polish Remover, and it's much better. I still also like the brand Isla for nail polish remover, and I think that's pretty good. I had a manicure done recently with it, and it just, on the second day, like the full bed of nail polish just peeled off completely. So I had like a bare nail. It wasn't even chipping off. It just completely flipped off the nail. So no more. There are select Living Libations products that I would still purchase, namely the Everybody Loves the Sun. I still really like that. Best Skin Ever, I'm sort of over. Doodab, like I just have like a visceral, can't use it. And that's been that way for like a couple of years now. The Breast Massage Oil, I tried to use this. I don't know, the smell is like weird bubblegum because of the geranium. Not a fan. And then, such a waste. The Happy Gumdrops and the Wild Child Happy Gumdrops. I just am questioning the wisdom of having these essential oils in your mouth on a daily basis. While I am certainly not anti-essential oil at all, I'm just not sure that this is the best idea, particularly with children. I mean, they are very strong, very potent. I couldn't even get, like, I would try and put a drop of this on a piece of floss and use it on my older child. Completely no. And even myself trying to use the Happy Gumdrops, I was just like, ugh. I was able to use the Ozone Gum Gel for, I don't know, maybe about a year. I never really noticed anything positive or negative from using it. I also tried to use the oil pulling oil that they sell. A lot of this was because Noise Skincare is like a very big spokesperson for Living Libations because she sells their products. So it really shouldn't be that surprising. And I do believe they genuinely work for her and she loves them. It's, I don't know, just too much for me. For oil pulling, I really like the Gobo Root Oil from Shen Blossom. I like Wellness for toothpaste. I like Oral Wellness for tooth powders. And I like Dr. Tongue. So we keep it pretty simple. And all these sort of dental bells and whistles, I'm just not really sure that it's that necessary, to be honest. I'm gonna end with a few Beauty Heroes misses from the year. Now this is kind of, I guess, foreshadowing my Beauty Heroes 2023 retrospective, which I'm gonna try and do early in the new year. I think it'll probably come out. I think that Beauty Heroes has had a fantastic, amazing year. I have consistently loved 90% of what has been in the boxes. I have been surprised by products. I have been introduced to things I never would have tried and have ended up really loving, but there have been a few select misses. So this will sort of be repeated in the Beauty Heroes retrospective, but I do want to mention these things here. The Leilani box was like a huge, probably the biggest miss of the year. There's still 2 more months, right? November and December, but I have a feeling this will probably be the worst box for me anyway. So this was the Leilani Aqua A Retinoid Renewing Serum and the Pamplemousse Tropical Enzyme Cleansing Oil. I don't use a retinol. I really do not think that these are healthy for the skin, but that said, if you feel drawn to use one, go for it, and it's far from the worst thing that you could be doing. It's just one of those things that I don't feel like I want to use still. And then the Tropical Enzyme Cleansing Oil I did try. Please someone explain to me how the scents of these products can be tolerated day after day. They are so cloyingly sweet. I just could not. And also, if I'm remembering correctly, I think this rinsed very clean, and I just prefer, I prefer a non-emulsifying cleansing oil, but if I have to have one that does rinse, I prefer it to be like not a super clean, refreshing rinse, more of like a softly emulsifying, leaves a tiny bit behind. The Bathing Culture Heat Wave Body Oil. Now, this box, when I got it, I was like, ugh, wah wah. I just don't get that excited to see Bathing Culture in a box. I guess because they feel a little utilitarian. Someone could say the same thing about this brand, Ingredients. But that said, I do think that there's a place for these brands that have sort of like staple products. Like not everything has to be like super elite, super luxe. Like and I think Beauty Heroes is actually great in that respect because they do have more of the everyday or the starter type of products, or the skincare or the products you're gonna buy for your teenage son or your daughter who's just getting into a skincare routine. Like there's something for everyone, right? And people want different things. Now that said, I ended up coming away loving the Bathing Culture shampoo and conditioner, and I have gone on to repurchase them despite kind of being like, oh, I love those. This was really the only miss from the box for me. I'm using up the body wash, but this oil, it's really just a scent thing and also kind of a texture thing. I don't know, I'm just not a fan. And then 2 products that came in the very recent and I think still available Makeup Discovery. They're disappointing to me, but they may not be to you. Our friend Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator, never far from a box. Although, to be fair, Josh Rosebrook has not shown up in a while. I feel like this has been like a relatively long hiatus for these products to have been away, but sure enough, there he comes. And then the Henné Lip Mask. I personally did not think that this was a very good thing to put in this box because this had just shown up not too many months ago in the Henné box that they did. Maybe it was a little bit ago. It was like maybe the April box. There was a box with the Henné oil, which I also am not really the biggest fan of, but I don't think it would really qualify to be disappointing. I am using that oil up as a body oil. The cloudberry seed oil in it is really nice. I do not like it for skin because of the texture. It's like a little too thin. Very similar theme. I think thin oils are just, I don't know. I want something that has a little more viscosity. So yeah, the Henné box was like, it was not that great, but I still have like a completely full lip mask and lip balm from that box. So I just think they could have put something more interesting than that in the box and not a repeat, you know what I mean? So I thought that was a tad disappointing. That said, Beauty Heroes has knocked it out of the park in my opinion this year, and I am forever trying to get back to doing a monthly box review. Maybe 2024 will be our year. I don't know. I've had so much going on the last, I don't know, 5 years. Okay, I think that that's it. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not, so that you can see this hair breakage video that I have coming up. I've also been so fascinated and smitten with this makeup technique called the demi makeup technique. I've been learning about it through a lot of the posts that my friend Joanne, who runs Haute Cosmetics, a Canadian, super clean, amazing makeup brand that I talked about quite a bit in last year's favorite makeup of the year video. I'll probably do another one of those this year as well. I guess, I mean, it is pretty intricately related to this Saint MLM company that I've been mentioning, but you can do the demi technique without Saint products for sure. So Joanne is really spreading a lot of that knowledge, and it's so fascinating. It's just using color theory to color correct the face and do foundation free makeup. I've never been a huge foundation wearer, so it's already very appealing to me. But I would like to do a video here on YouTube about that. I would like to do a beauty and bread episode, bake bread, talk about beauty products. Viseart just released 2 new palettes, which I think I'm going to buy. Hourglass has a sale coming up. I've been wanting to try their eyeshadows. I just picked up the Laurel and Reed La Par box, which is featuring the Zen Matcha Cashmere, which I have been dying to try. The Serenity Balm, which I don't really like that much, but I'll probably give it away. And the Decongesting Eye Balm, I think it's called, which I'll definitely use. So that's just a little bit about what you can expect from me on the horizon. Like I said, we're moving in 3 weeks, so things are very hectic, but I'm so excited to walk people on Patreon through the remodel. Like, things are actually getting done. The hardwood just got delivered. And then in early 2024, we're gonna be redoing both bathrooms, full bathrooms we have upstairs. So that'll kind of be phase 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Bye.